If I was to start my freelancing journey from scratch, this is how I'll go about it. I am Fola Folabi. I'm a social media and marketing manager. I help brands build audiences that convert. So in this video, I'll be talking about the steps I would take if I was to start my freelancing journey from the beginning. So if you relate to this, you can like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to get my videos. Now, I have been in this freelancing journey for 3 years. So what I'm going to be talking about is practical things I know I should have done. Because when I started in 2023, January, that's when I started learning anything marketing online. So there are things I know now that I did not know then. One, the most important step of this is to learn a skill. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use my skill, which is social media management. Yeah, you can use fill in the gap with anything. It applies to every work of life. This UI UX design, you're a software developer. First is to learn a skill. Now, when I started in January, I didn't have money to buy a course. I started learning on YouTube. I think I downloaded some courses from Coursera at that point. Either Coursera or Udemy, I remember. I downloaded some free courses at that point, and I was studying. I was studying copywriting, studying SEO copywriting also. Now, if you are here, you can just start. Go to YouTube, go and download some free courses. Go to Twitter. There are a lot of people giving out free courses to beginners. Before I started recording this video, I was searching for digital marketing on YouTube, and there were like 50 to 100 videos teaching beginners about this. So if you go to YouTube, for example, there's no course on YouTube. There's no skill in this world that YouTube does not have a topic, like 150 people that have taught that same topic. So go to YouTube, go to Twitter, you see some free courses. Now I will learn that course every day. When I started, the paid course I bought at that point in time was from Dolapo Amzat. And that time he told us that he used to practice for like 8 hours a day, which was a lot of hours. I couldn't do that time because I was a student. He was also a student, but me, I could do it. So I couldn't do it because I was a student and I was not too serious. Let's not just lie to ourselves. When you start, you are not going to be too, unless you are a freak of nature, you're not going to be too serious, you're not going to be too consistent. That's the truth. You're not going to love it. So the rule I use for my life and for my people is get to like it first before you can get to know it. You'll be reading. Yeah, you'll be reading things. When on YouTube, you read something, you read judge, read something, you judge. That's it. You read, jot, you see videos, watch videos, jot, you get some free courses, jot everything and everything. Now, you do that for like a week or 2 weeks. Now, the next thing is for you to start doing, which is the hardest part. Now, if you are learning copywriting, for instance, now, and you want to start writing ads, it will be hard. It will be very, very, very hard at the beginning. I can still remember my first emails. I can still remember my first emails those days. It was rubbish, actually, but it was the beginning, actually. So, you now start writing. Start writing, if you're a software developer, start writing some code. Now you have learned 7 hours courses and also. Now start from the most basic. I don't know what's the most basic software development and UI, but start from the most basic. But in copywriting, start from writing ads. Ads are like maybe 50 words, 20 words. Start from writing ads. Write it. It might just be 1 a day, 2 a day. Write it. It might take you 1 hour to write. Write it. Learn, write. This step is very, very important in the number one. It's very, very important. As you are learning it, as you are learning, start doing. Write it and keeping it. Write it. If you do it out for like 2 months, you will see that the copy you've written, the website you designed, everything, it will be way better than when you started. Do this for 3 months. Focus on liking it before you can get good. Just focus on being able to do it. But now I write copy almost every day now. That is my second nature to write now. So before I didn't like writing. I did not like writing at all. But now, apart from it's my job, yes, it's my job. But before it became my job, I started to like it. Before I got anything at all, I started to like it. To like it before you can get good. Do it for a number of times. You cannot start working out and start doing 50 push-ups. It's not possible. You must start with 1. I remember there was a time I wanted to start doing push-ups recently, like maybe 3-4 months ago. I've not done push-ups like maybe 5 months that time. I'm going to start my workout. I was telling my friends that time, I was doing 3 to 5 push-ups. I was doing like 25, 30 before. But it was the beginning. So, but now I do like 60, 70 because I've been very, very, very consistent. So do it for a period, for a long period. Repeat it. Then you get to like it before you can get good. Number 2, start on social media. Now, as you are focusing on getting good now, after like a month, I really focus on getting good for 3 months. Now, focus on social media. Focus on it, but do it on social media. It's called building publicly. Build in public. So what you do is you'll be able to write a bit of copy for a month or something. Now, go to social media. Now, if you are someone who loves video content or you love LinkedIn, what I would do that time, it was LinkedIn because I was writing. Because this is writing, I want to write on LinkedIn, write on X. So you go to X, go to LinkedIn, or if you like video, go to video content, and start documenting your journey. Oh, this is what I did today. Do a 50 days challenge. I recommend you do a 50 days challenge, 30 days challenges. You've been doing it for 30 days. Commit yourself publicly. 50 days challenge that you will post every day. You will post what you do every day. You will get people who will, because your friends will follow you. They will praise you. People will tell you keep going and stuff. The second thing you will get here is that you will see people doing the same thing as you. Because now, since you are now on social media regularly, you see people doing the same, exact same thing as you. But they are big. Now, with that kind of thing, you're able to get opportunities, you're able to get some tricks to use in whatever you do. You see some things, sort of coding like this, there's something you can do to make your coding faster, cut your time by 50%. And people will give it away for free as a lead magnet to you because they want you to be in their email list, they want you to be in their newsletter and all those stuff. But it benefits you. I remember when I first started learning copywriting then, I was on this guy, there was George Ten, Eddie Kwan, and Co. They are big guys on Twitter. Yeah, I was on their email list. I was jotting their email, like they would send email to us, like I would just use that to write an email, these are the structure, and it took me hours to do it, but I was doing it. So if you do that kind of thing, you be on social media, build in public. This is very, very important. Build in public. Do the challenge, 50 days challenge, commit yourself to the challenge. You probably have an accountability partner, I mean, someone like or someone you report to, a friend of yours that you know is quite strict. Yeah, that you know, okay, I ask you and stuff. Okay, tell the person, okay, I'm posting every day for 50 days. If I don't post by 12 p.m., 12 noon, if I don't post by 12 noon, tell me, please. And this is your friend, the person will want to tell you, the person will be happy to do that kind of stuff. So, number 3, start pitching for volunteer roles. You know, I told you, do it for 3 months, focus on it. Don't try to apply for anything, focus on it. Yeah, focus on it. After doing it for 3 months, now start pitching for volunteer roles. Go to LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, and you will see people that want to volunteer. You see there are a lot of, if you're in a university or anything, you will see a lot of people that want to volunteer. Maybe they are writing for a program, there's a conference coming up, they want volunteers, and someone just starting his brand or his brand, he wants volunteers. Go and volunteer with the person. Tell the person, okay, I've been learning this for 2-3 months now. I want to volunteer in your organization as a social media manager. I want to volunteer as a copywriter. I want to volunteer as a web developer. What that will help you to do is get real work experience. You are learning along the way. Because if you volunteer with somebody, the person wants you to do it well. Yes. But the person is not teaching you how to do it well. You are not getting paid. Definitely. You are definitely not going to get paid. But you are getting good. Simple. You are getting good. You are getting to know deadlines. All those kind of stuff. You're getting to know deadlines. You're getting to know this is what to do, this is what not to do, so and so. These are templates. Your boss might even give you access to a free course or a document to courses. I have some clients that give me a document to some courses that they paid for it. I had a client that I had, I think last year, very late last year. She was attending a business class, in US, and they gave her a lot of business PDFs. She sent them to me. She sent like 15 PDFs to me, like 15 different PDFs that she paid for. She was telling me that time she paid $1,000 for the course. She was going to the course and these are the PDFs they gave her, and she sent it to me for free. So these are the kind of things you get if you volunteer. Now I did not volunteer for her, but these are the kind of things you get if you volunteer for a client. You get access to resources, you get access to things as a newbie. What you will get the most is real work experience. You are not looking for money now. It's not a time for money. You are not good enough to be paid. You are good enough to be taught, not to be paid at this point. And another thing here is you are able to build your portfolio. You do it long enough, you are building your portfolio. Okay, you guys get results. Maybe you're a social media manager and you've been working there for 2 months and you built a brand from 0 followers to 150 followers, 200 followers. Now, you are not the one responsible for the success, but you can claim it. You can put it in your CV. You can put it in your portfolio. This is what you get if you volunteer. When you volunteer for roles, when you volunteer for events, and people who volunteer for events, you will meet other people. If you volunteer for events, there are other people that are doing that kind of stuff. You are in a team. If you volunteer for events, you are in a team. You are like 5 in a team. You learn from people who get better than you. Because when you write a copy, the person will revise, oh, this is not good enough, do this. Now you are getting real feedback from someone better than you. Simple. So this really helps you. And if you are not working with a team, what you do, you are getting feedback from your customers, from the world. Volunteering roles is really good if you commit yourself to it. You will not be paid, but forget money at the point. I know you have real life issues, but you don't get money if you are not valuable. It's very simple. You have to be valuable before money comes to you. So at that point, you are not valuable. You are not valuable to anybody. So what you are doing is just help. Number 3, start pitching for clients. Now, after you volunteer, you've gotten a portfolio. Now you've helped this brand do, you've helped brand A do this, you've helped brand B do this, you've achieved this, you put everything in your portfolio. Maybe in 3 months you work for like 4 different brands and events. At this point now, your portfolio is good enough. You've arranged it everywhere, you've arranged it and everything now. You've built online. At this point now, you've spent like 5 months on LinkedIn or on X or on Instagram now. You are getting you are 0 followers. Now you are getting like 100 followers, 100 followers. Or maybe you even have social media already before and you're just using to play. But you started using it for something good. Now your people that are seeing you rubbish, maybe you were just dancing online before or something. Now are seeing you learning a skill now. You have grown. But now you have learned a lot of things. You have a portfolio and everything. Now, number 4, you have your portfolio. Now here you have your portfolio. It's very, very important. Let the portfolio be ready. This is Afolabi portfolio. Bam, that one's there. B, you design your client avatar. Now, you've worked with a few brands. You've worked with a few brands, you've done some things, you've worked for some time now. Now, who exactly do you want to work for? This is very, very important. Who do you want to work for? Oh, are you a web developer? Do you want to be a back end? I don't know what they do there. But I think it's back end, there's front end, there's back end. You want to be a marketer, someone like me now. Who do you want to work for? Do you want to work in the health and wellness niche, or you want to spread it abroad? Now you sit down and you think where your strength is. I remember that time when I started doing interview, I think it was around August, September, it was around October, I mean. I was like, I cannot write long form content. I don't like writing sales page. I don't like selling. I don't like ad selling. So I thought that now sales page was out of it, one, ads was out of it. I don't like ad selling. So I knew I like to tell stories. I like to build relationship. So email was the one for me. Email complaint was the one for me. So I started learning email. That was, I niche down because it was more comfortable for me. So you should niche down to what is more comfortable for you. What you know, yes, I can use my strengths here. So I niche down. Then from niche down to email, then I niche down to email copywriting for health and wellness brands. With that, I'm able to focus on email for a specific audience. So you look at the people you want to target, create the customer avatar, where they live, salary range, all those kind of stuff. You know your worth at this point. Now you're just starting now. If someone pays you 50K, you'll be happy because now the work you're doing for free. And someone paying you 50,000 there now, you'll be quite happy. Just build your client avatar. Number two is you go on LinkedIn. Now this is something practical and teach you. You start on LinkedIn or X now. You want to start pitching people in their DMs. LinkedIn, X, TikTok, Instagram, or whatnot. Don't start pitching them in their DMs. Now you go to their DMs now. Now before that you have started sending connection requests. And let me tell you that when you are volunteering, you start sending connection requests on LinkedIn. Let me use LinkedIn now. You start sending connection requests to your target audience. So these are people you want to work with. These are CEOs, founders, or personal brand people, and also send connection requests to them. Don't send connection requests to only the people in your village or people in your school, your department meeting. Send connection requests to people that you want to work for. My LinkedIn, I have 4,000 followers very, very soon now. 3,000 plus are people that I want to work with, my target audience. I'm on LinkedIn for business, not for pleasure. So once you are on a particular app or something, send connection requests to the people. This is very important. This is what most people don't do. This is why some people do something and they look like Superman. Yes, so you have multiple clients at once. And people like, how you are doing that? It's because you are obeying the principles. Send connection requests to as many people as possible that you want to work with, not just anybody that you want to work with. It's not about having 500 likes on LinkedIn. It's about the person that has the clients. It's not the best for the job that makes the most money. It's the best known for the job that makes the most money. Not the best for the job, it's the best known. So if they know you, if you send connection requests to CEOs, for me now, I target on the CEOs and founders. That's what my target on. The audience might be anybody in your avatar that I said earlier. Send connection requests to them. That's very, 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 very important. Send connection requests to them. Now pitch them. For example, hey Davis, you find a common ground between both of you, or just find like a compliment. That's the first line. Find a compliment. I'm doing something practical. Find a compliment. Then you tell them, I noticed so and so. Now you notice maybe you notice their social media did not post for a while, or you notice that their website is lagging or something like that. Just go and look for something in your niche, or you notice that they don't use good graphics. Don't go and say they don't use good graphics. So say something like, I noticed that you use graphics, but go and look for graphics and go and look for the way you talk. Yeah. So like me now, social media manager, I noticed that it's not posted in a while. I noticed that you are not consistent in posting. I noticed that you're not getting engagement to post, all kind of stuff now. So when I look for a problem, and state it. You will now position yourself as the fix. Now I notice that so. You now say, I can help you with that. I am a social media manager and I help businesses build audiences that convert. Now it is simple. I help X achieve Y with Z. That's the formula. Now X is the target audience, is your client avatar that I talked to you about. You help your target audience achieve Y. Y is their desire, the solution you are bringing to them. With Z, Z is the unique selling point. It's your unique selling point. Okay, what is unique about what you do? Now, it's not like me. I help businesses. Bam. If you don't have a business, you are not my target audience. Simple. That's why I told you earlier. My target audience are CEOs and founders. I help businesses build audiences. That is my why. I help businesses build audiences. Now, why do businesses build audiences? You need an audience to sell to. I help you build that audience that you want to sell to. Bam, that's their desire. I've given them a solution that converts. I help businesses build audiences that convert. Now, I want to explain my own offer now. My own offer to you now. I help businesses build audiences that convert. I've given you my X, I've given you my Y. My Z is that convert. You can build an audience and the audience will not convert. What I do is I make sure that I help you build the audience that converts. That means I don't just build your audience. I help you convert. That is now look at how specific, how short. It took me 3 years to perfect this thing. I've had a lot of bios on LinkedIn, on LinkedIn and X. I've had a lot of bios. But now this is what I'm using now. I can wake up tomorrow morning and change it when something else that blows my mind and is better than this comes in. It's still going to have the same idea, but it might be a different way. So know that kind of thing. Find your offer, pitch it to them. That's it. Then number 5, which is the last, keep modifying it. Now you are with a client, by the grace of God, you get your first client, or before you even get your first client, keep modifying your pipe. I told you it took me 3 years to perfect my offer. I've had lots of offers over the years, lots and lots of offers over the years. But now it's my offer at this point now. Keep modifying it. This is what you do, but how do you do it? Keep modifying how you do it better. You will see a lot of things, you will be in a lot of conferences, you will meet a lot of people and be like, I need to change this, I need to change that, I need to change that. Simple. And the last thing is number 6, which is the final. Wait. To take time. I was somebody recently, a friend of mine was telling me about want to start Billionaire and stuff. And one thing I told him that you might do everything and in 6 months you don't see any result. Just keep doing it. One good paying client will remove the years of pay, the 6-9 months that you don't use to get client. What you just need to do is keep doing it. Keep doing what you are doing. Yeah, you are good now. You have the skill. You have the value. You even have the attention. Small. Now just keep building on the value. Keep building on the attention. Keep building, keep learning more things with what you know. Now, number 2, keep getting more attention to that thing. That means through pitching, through social media. Keep getting more attention. One person will message you one day, or one person will reply to your pitch one day and tell you, yeah, let's work together. And please do something that you're like shocked. So, this is all I have for you today. To go through it again. 1, learn a skill. 2, start on social media. 3, pitch for volunteer roles. 4, pitch for paying clients. 5, modify your skill. 6, which is the most important, wait. Keep doing it. Wait. Give yourself time. The Bible says, follow those who through faith and patience have obtained the promise. Patience. So it will take time. It will take time. It will take more than you expect. That's one thing I'm sure. That's why I did not put any time frame that in 6 months you will make it. You might not. It's the truth. It took me 19 months to get my own. It will not take you that much. Definitely. If you do everything with the help of, it will not take that much. It will take you half of the time. But once it takes you 19 months, good for you. Good for you. So just find something doing. Do it long enough. And God will help us. If you like the video, you can like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. The most important, so go to YouTube, scan it very well. And God will help us.